Here, do you want me to cook it?
Welcome to episode 5 of Outrage Control. We like to call this, oh my God, say what? And for the topics that we're talking about, you'll understand why. How are you doing today, Dango? Are you hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing just great. I'm doing great today.
Yeah, apparently our football teams didn't do too well today. And then we're going to get into that. I'm going to make this short and sweet to the point because I really don't know what much to say. What's next for the Carolina Panthers? They are literally 0-5 right now. I have no thoughts right now to really what to say about them. People saying the coach is great. People are saying you're going to have great. Even Dylan's in our chat. We'll get to the chat here shortly. Says don't give up on the Panthers. Well, guess what? I have. They're 0-5. At least Dango's Patriots over here has one win. Other people can say they have one win. But
we won because it was raining.
That's okay. Well, that's like some people say they can win in the snow. So, I mean, but before I jump into Dango to get his frustration out about his Patriots, because like I said, I have hardly anything to say about the Panthers. We're going to jump into the comments. Justin, thank you so much for always tuning in. What's up, family? I appreciate you. Graydon, Ben Buster, yo, say what? Thank you for tuning in. Universal Wrestling Podcast, Nick, oh my God, say what? And Dylan, thank you so much for joining What's Good Family. All right, Dango, get your frustration out about the Patriots. How much are they pissing you off?
They completely pissed me off. I shut the game off at halftime. I stopped watching it. I mean, they went against Dylan's New Orleans Saints. Yeah, New Orleans Saints look like a totally 10 times better team. Very scary, and honestly, our defense, our injuries, our everything is just completely shit. And honestly, I'm not surprised. Last couple of weeks is just completely frustrating. I'd rather work on Sundays now. That's how much I'm starting to get annoyed at football.
Right. I don't work on Sundays, but
yeah. So I'd rather just work on Sundays. So I'm gonna be asking my boss, and I'll be working on Sundays. So yeah. Hopefully they can get it together, but probably not. They benched Max Jones again for Bailey Zappi, but they're just going to keep starting Jones. They have to. He's the first round pick. It's whatever. It's nothing I could do. So.
Graydon says, what's next for the Panthers? Solidifying my first ever pick for my team this next draft. # bear down. Yes, unfortunately, right now, if they continue to lose games, they will have the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. That is sad. That's been like that every year for them. And Dylan goes, how about those Patriots, Dango? And then Ben Graydon says
Zappy or bust.
Zap or bust. So, but yeah, that's all we have for NFL. Like we said, we're frustrated. Like Dylan, you keep telling me don't give up on the Panthers, but until they at least get one game under their belt, I'm going to have to just like not support them. So we're going to get into more exciting things, different things that's happened. This next I like to call "Go Fuck Yourself," Hillest story ever, and we'll do it as far as WrestleDream. Dango, what happened at WrestleDream that we saw coming?
Edge or Adam Copeland returned in the main event to help out Darby Allin after Nick Wayne turned on him. There was a really good match. It was a very weird match. I thought Nick Wayne was going to start. I thought Christian was going to start making out with Nick Wayne's mom. So I have no idea what the fuck's going on there. I really don't know. I can't really figure out that. But I guess Christian's Father of the Year gimmick's probably his greatest gimmick and his best comedic work. Probably his best character work all time, maybe. And he had some great characters in WWE and in Impact. So I think he's on an all-time high with this. So I think he's doing fantastic with this heel work. And basically, Wednesday night, Edge came out, or Adam Copeland came out and hugged him and said, he was like, "Oh, I'm happy you're here." Edge explained the story of how his daughter said, "Oh, go be with Uncle what's his real name?
Uncle Jay.
Uncle Jay," and he hugged him, and then Christian said, "Go fuck yourself." So
that was like Dylan said. I said don't give up on the Panthers a couple of weeks ago. My mind has changed on that one. Laughing my ass off. Duh. But no, I'm gonna agree with you. We all seen it coming. You know, AEW watch alongs. We've said it from the start when he said he was leaving WWE that he was eventually going to show up in AEW. And he did. He showed up at WrestleDream. He's Adam Copeland. He joins forces with Darby, which Darby right now is in total heaven because he's got Sting on his side. He's got Adam, or AKA Edge, on his side. So, and also as far as Christian goes, he's doing real good with the heel. I love this heel. And then the fact that he added more heat to it, saying by "go fuck yourself," was totally the most awesome thing ever. And now it's being used at clips, so it's cool. Christian telling Edge to go fuck himself is absolute gold. Yes. Considering we all wanted him to come up as a tag team. Do I think it'll eventually happen? Yes. I believe they will be a tag team before before he eventually does retire altogether. But right now, with the whole Christian thing being a heel, he needs to stay a heel. He needs to continue to build that heel. And make things work. Also, as far as Tuesday coming along, we're going to have Battle of the AEW. We got the first ever in-ring debut of Adam Copeland in the ring on AEW against Luchasaurus. You know Christian's probably going to have some kind of involvement with that. Also, we will have another rematch of Jon Moxley versus Rey Fenix for the AEW International Championship. Dango, do you think we see the first ever first ever two-time AEW International Champion? You're muted.
I think that we do. We have the first AEW International Champion on Tuesday. I think Moxley takes back the title from Rey Fenix after Moxley's cleared from his concussion. So that's good. I'm happy Moxley's cleared. And yeah, I think as of Tuesday, honestly, WrestleDream was a really great card. I liked it top to bottom. Definitely a weird way to do it. Tony likes to overdo it with the matches compared to WWE with just 6, or just 5, like there was last night.
Yeah, so Tony Khan's got to go all the way. He's got to put 14, 15, 16 matches. Give him time. We'll have 24 matches, and we'll have 2 nights of AEW.
Let's pray to God we don't. So yeah, pretty much. Mahomes just defeated all the other NFL teams. My Vikings fell to 1-4. Welcome to the club, Eli. Welcome to the club. Watch Tony Khan bring in the Dudleys next, so we end up seeing TLC 3. Yep, probably. It wouldn't shock me because Tony's weird.
For real.
AEW didn't take long after the Great Six with the "Go Fuck Yourself" t-shirt.
We do need to have a shirt for that, for real.
They do.
I mean, that was honestly the most crazy 3 words that you could actually 3 words that you can actually have on a t-shirt. And I mean, why not? But yeah, that's gonna make it even more better if they do. I mean, and as far as AEW International Champion, if Moxley's cleared, Moxley's gonna get that title back because, like we said, it was not ending. We witnessed it. It was not supposed to happen that way, the way it did. So AEW International Champion is going to have the first ever 2-time AEW International Champion, and or whatnot. So since we've been talking about Tuesday, NXT is also going to be going head to head with AEW. We've had John Cena is going to be there with Carmelo Hayes in his corner. Braun Baker is going to have Paul Heyman. Cody Rhodes is going to be there for a major announcement, and which we stated it might be the Dusty Rhodes Classic. They're trying to compete of what's going to happen. Honestly, do you see anything else happening, Dango? I mean,
there's been an Undertaker gong on the commercials, but yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I can see the Undertaker showing up. Hopefully, it's just to because I guess Triple H and HBK are kind of pissed that Tony beat them a few years ago on Wednesday Night Wars, so they just want to destroy him when they say "Welcome to Tuesdays." But pretty much, they're both going against the MLB playoffs, so it's not really competition because technically they're both still going against the MLB playoffs. So I guess they're not really competing with each other. They're more competing with the MLB playoffs. It's weird because I know the Fox channels are still playing there, so I guess that they're more competing with wrestling than each other. So I guess they're gonna end up doing that. I can see Carmelo and Braun being a banger match. Should be very good match. Should be interesting, especially with the Heyman and Braun's corner. I definitely could see Braun Breaker as the next Paul Heyman client. So besides that, there could be a guest commentator. I heard there's also just stuff. Some people think CM Punk's gonna return on Tuesday.
Tony Khan will flip his shit if he showed up on NXT on his night. Taker showing up, maybe. Undertaker for NXT. GM wishful thinking. Okay.
That'd be an interesting way to do it, I guess.
I know, right? And Braun Breaker as a Paul Heyman guy. Yes, please.
Oh, yeah. He'd be a perfect next Brock Lesnar for him to go for him. So I think that would be a great guy for Heyman to work with, especially because now that Heyman has a partnership with Judgment Day, kind of. It's weird. So I guess you wonder what's going to happen there, especially because he'll probably have Judgment Day down there as well, because Dom gets pissed at Shawn Michaels because he says he runs NXT. So but at least Dom's happy he got his title back. So I guess that makes him happy, and honestly, should be a very good NXT and also very good AEW, as AEW also has first time matches, as they have Jay White versus Hangman Page. They have Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson for a shot at the TNT title, which I think whoever wins that one's probably going to take it off Christian. Maybe. Especially if it's Bryan Danielson. I don't know why Bryan Danielson needs to go after the TNT title, but whatever. So I guess Cody's really just trying to throw everything at WWE because he knows he's competing against the big shows. So yeah, should be a very great one. And honestly, Kayla, what do you think?
I mean, I'm intrigued. Like I said, you're getting John Cena down there, you're getting Braun Breaker, you're getting, different things in there, and then you're going to. But I'm going to touch something. Dominic Mysterio, hi, buddy. Hi. You basically just proven yourself that you can't win on yourself. You can't win on your own. Because
neither could Finn and Priest.
That's Judgment Day business. But no, with that being true, Dom, you went down to NXT, you won against West, won the title, and basically proved that you could not. That you lost the title because Rhea wasn't there and none of the Judgment Day showed up. Well, guess what? You won the title, then you turn around and defended it against No Mercy, and then you turned around and beat Trick on Tuesday or last weekend, because you had to help with Judgment Day. Seriously? And you wonder why you get booed. You wonder why you can't get a promo out, because people can't stand you half the time. And heck, you get booed more nowadays than Roman Reigns does. And you show up every night. But
hey, leave Dom alone. He's a little baby. Didn't you see he was playing with a little llama?
Yeah, I did see that. That was kind of creepy. Like, why is he playing with the llama? In the end, don't really care about ratings. This post war or the tribalism. Going to watch both shows and enjoy both because both shows are looking fire. Yep. It's the best you can do. And KPG's in the corner. In the chat. Hello, peeps. But yeah, it's going to be fire. We got, like Dango said, first ever matches over on AEW. We got, legendaries and corners, that we're never going to, we never thought we would see. Eli says, maybe we'll finally get father versus son, 2 for both belts.
Unless they're really merging all 3 belts, because I heard rumors that Cody's going to come get the NXT tag team belts with Jay.
Oh, Jesus, goodness gracious.
I'm kidding.
Wait, who is it? Oh, the family. I had to sit there and think, I'm like, who's the family?
So yeah, maybe, I don't know. It should be interesting. I don't know. It's probably the Dusty Classic, especially now that he's a tag team champion. Makes more sense now.
Right.
So.
But speaking of bangers and more, Fastlane. The results of Fastlane were crazy. We saw she was on the pre-show. Was that true that Jade Cargill was on the pre-show?
Yeah, she was on the pre-show and then she was on the regular show. Then she came in during. She didn't make a debut. She was just backstage.
Okay, well, we saw that Jade Cargill is official. She is part of WWE. We are intrigued to see where she goes next with that. Like I stated earlier on the Queen's Takeover, I may not have been a huge fan of her, but I'm ready for her to basically get in there, start some great feuds with, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, just different people. I would even like her to do this to Nia Jax one good time, because I feel like Nia Jax deserves this so bad. And anyway, you get my point on really.
Someday you're gonna get bitch slapped, and I'm not gonna do a thing to stop it. Someday you're gonna get bitch slapped, and I'm not gonna do a thing to stop it.
Not find it. Thank you. Wouldn't let me scroll. But yes, that's what I'd like Jade to do to Nia Jax. But with that being true, then we got new tag team champions. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. And some of the stories I saw on Twitter was kind of funny. It says, yay, he finally finished the story. No, he didn't. How is that finally finished the story? Come on now. But
he got the undisputed title.
He didn't specify. I'll definitely be watching NXT over Dynamite, but we'll watch Dynamite the next day. I don't really watch NXT outside of premium live events, but they got me interested. True. Jade Cargill versus Chelsea Green as a warm-up. Yeah, I could see her going after Chelsea Green. Jade made her presence known. I don't think she debuts until the Rumble, but they'll keep making her presence known with vengeance. Yeah.
Save the Last Dance, a great movie. No, that was 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, that was. He won the title. What? He won the title his dad never won.
Technically, he did.
You're right. Right.
It didn't exist, but still. Technically, he's already won that title with his brother multiple times. So
yeah.
And with Ted DiBiase and with Hardcore Holly. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Eli, that was 10 Things I Hate About You. Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles. I guess he saw Julia Stiles and thought it was saved for the Last Dance.
Yeah, I understand that way. So Kayla, we'll get into these matches because, okay. So the first match we had was the Judgment Day versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Oh, and Cody and Jay, it was a good match. They went back and forth. JD gets involved. JD accidentally gets involved and knocks Priest over. So then it sets up 1D an Uzi super 1D cutter. It's basically Cody. It's
No
basically
worries, Eli.
It's basically a Cody cutter with the day one.
So an Uzi cutter.
Yeah, pretty much. It's an Uzi cutter. Basically, it's them two doing the Cody cutter, but doing the 1D together combined with it. And then after the show, him and Cody, let's just say, celebrated a little bit too much. Him and Cody got drunk in Cody's bus and a high, and they were all over the place. Jay's eyes look a little red and kind of like my eyes right now, pretty bad. So they were not themselves. They were acting very weird and basically saying crazy stuff. You got to rewatch it. So yeah, and then the next match we had the LWO versus Street Profits. First, it was a 3-on-2 handicapped, and then eventually, after they were getting beaten down, they went back and forth. They kept going beaten 1, 2, 3. It kept going. I need to get out here. So then eventually they both were getting beat down after Santos got knocked out. Ray was getting beaten down by the Street Profits. Next thing you know, Carlito's music hit. Carlito hit the ring. He tagged Carlito in. Carlito looked strong. Carlito got the pin. 1, 2, 3. LWO beats the Street Business. Bobby's not going to be happy, but yeah. Carlito beat the Street Business. So I guess so he got a huge... Yeah, that's Scrum Mussolini. Yachty needs to be a shirt now. Thanks, Uzi. Yeah, he said that a lot. Yeah.
I saw something on there. He kept saying that. I'm like, what is he doing?
So yeah, the next match we had was
I
think next match we had was the triple threat match between Asuka, Bayley, and Charlotte. Asuka, and Charlotte. So yeah, they went back and forth. It was a good match. I thought they really did it, and then Io gets knocked out. Bayley's trying to help her. Bayley gets a distraction on Charlotte, and then helps Io retain. So then the next match we had was LA Knight and John Cena versus the Bloodline. Yeah, LA Knight picked up the win. And pretty much LA Knight and John Cena picked up the win over that after a hard fought match, and basically that. And then we had the thing. Did you watch anything? What did you watch?
I mean, I saw the clips online. Like I said, I watched
pretty much.
No, I pretty much saw, the main event, not the main. I saw some of the main event, caught some of it, and then I saw the tag titles, and then you kind of just seen the clips in between. I did see the return of Carlito, which is kind of nice to see him, and then you saw that he's returning to SmackDown, which is going to be great. Triple Threat match was okay. Kind of hoping for the Kairi Sane return. Maybe we'll say that for the SmackDown season premiere.
Maybe.
We'll see. Something's got to happen on that besides the return of Roman Reigns. But, I mean, what I could see, the Shinsuke Nakamura and Seth Rollins last man standing match, a lot of said they felt like it could have been better. New tag team champions due to oh my gosh, I can't speak English either. JD Madonna trying to help Priest and Balor retain, but ended up screwing them over.
And then Priest hurt himself, and then Rhea said, not tonight with the cash in. Rhea kept telling Priest not tonight, and then Rhea had to take his briefcase so he doesn't cash in.
Mommy got to step in. Got to take care of her babies. But yeah, what I could see, the female match was amazing. There's no doubt about it. And I state it every day. The females basically kill it every single day, more than the men, and that's what's scary. They kill it more than the men, and it's crazy how I don't know. Fastlane was just trying to recap everything.
And then
Obviously,
Seth and Shinsuke had a really great match. Seth won after a ladder spot. It looked like blood, but it was like paint. But it wasn't blood, it was paint. Mox would have been proud because Mox probably would have thought it was blood. So Seth retained after a count of 10. Shinsuke's probably down from here. Where do you think he goes next?
that's a good question. I mean, do you really still think it's going to be Chad Gable that takes the title off of Gunter, or do you think they're going to push Nakamura towards that maybe way? Because why build up Nakamura so far like this to only fall short to Seth Rollins, not just once but twice? And Justin says overall Fastlane was a solid show. Eli, it was Muta's red mist that Nakamura used. Overall, the PLE was great. They didn't need to overall it with 20 matches like AEW does. Only thing I would add was kept Ciampa versus Gunter. Yes, Ciampa versus Gunter should have been on Fastlane. I felt like that should have been a pay-per-view match. Most definitely. And thank you, Tim, for showing in. Yo.
What's up, Tim?
But the Gunter.
Tim the goat.
The goat. But basically, I felt like, Ciampa versus Gunter should have been on the, pay-per-view match. And then have the return of Johnny Gargano, helping him out right there. So, but I saw Fastlane, it was pretty good. Like, I heard a lot of people say Seth versus Nakamura should have been a little bit better.
Ciampa or Gargano or DYI versus Imperium. Oh, it was Muda's red mist that he used. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
KPG. I really enjoyed Fastlane. I did too, Tim. I honestly probably will end up rewatching it because I think I missed a lot of it, but I'll probably end up rewatching it because there's some matches I missed because I was doing something well in the watch along, so I missed a little bit of something. So I'll probably end up rewatching it. So it was really good though. From what I saw, the matches, I saw most of the endings of the matches, so it was not bad. It was really good. I thought the show was pretty good. Definitely keep it as Chad Gable to dethrone Gunther, then down the line have Shinsuke and mix to possibly take it off Gable. Yeah, I could see that. AEW and WWE with random tag team championship. Yep. Now that we have Big Bill and Ricky as the new AEW tag team champions, I'm pretty sure Scott is injured.
Cash
is injured because Cash did not take one bump in that match. Scott came in and basically took all the damage. They handed it off, and they'd rather put them over than the Bucks.
But Big Bill and Ricky Starks? Come on now? Really?
Oh, well, Kayla. Oh, well.
KPG, you're right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for Jay. I'm happy for Cody. But you're right. Their tag team champions right now are just random as hell. And it's just like, when I saw the results of that, because it was on Collision, I looked at that results and I said, what? Are you serious? Big Bill and Ricky Starks dethroned FTR. As much as I don't like the Guns, it could have been the Guns. It could have been the Young Bucks again, but Big Bill and Ricky Starks? Really?
Honestly, I'd rather have it be the Guns or someone.
Right. It's just weird.
The FTR. Oh, shit. The FTR situation is weird. It is. And I'm happy that Ricky got a title.
But it's just so random.
What's up, fam? Hey,
Marcus. What's up, Marcus?
How are you?
Yeah, I agree with this one right here. It is just so random that he got a title. Just random. Hey, that's AEW for you. Not talking crap about them. They like to do random stuff. I'm surprised I don't have a random trios, right? Well, technically, they kind of do have a random trios going. Got the Acclaim and Billy Gunn. So
It's not
but-
really random. They're kind of a thing.
yeah, true. That'd be
It's
like
not like
random.
something that it's not like something they would put together. It'd be like Orange Cassidy and like the Guns.
No, that'd be like Orange Cassidy. Oh, I'm gonna put you up again. You went through battle with these. We're gonna put you up with John Moxley and Claudio. Like Orange would be like, what the heck? I ain't going up against
Happy
you.
Big Bill finally won a tag title as well. Missed opportunity in WWE and NXT with Enzo. Yeah. As much as I'm happy he kind of redeemed himself after he got through all his alcohol issues and got better, which I'm very proud of him for getting over that and basically remaking a name for himself over on AEW, which is fantastic for him. I'm actually really happy for him. So I know he's had a rough couple years, so I'm happy for Big Bill as much as it's random as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask one question. Since we already know that she's part of it, who do you give me 5 female wrestlers? Chat, you can do this as well. I want to know what you have to say. Give me 5 female wrestlers that you would love. Let me phrase this. Okay, I'm actually going to do it. It's going to be a 2-part. Give me 3 wrestlers that you would like Jade Cargill to face first, and then the other part, if you could give her one tag team partner, who would it be?
Tag team. I'd say Bianca. I don't know what it is. Yes, as a baddie, like like an equal baddie, I could see something like that. Oh, like the heel version of Bianca. I think that would be something that'd be cool. In matches, Charlotte, Bailey, Becky, the usuals. The all the different people that can help her improve and work with Rhea. Just keep away from Nia.
Eli says Chelsea Green, Natalia, Charlotte tag team part. No, Chelsea, Natalia, Charlotte, and then tag team partner Bianca.
Okay, I like that list.
I do. And you had some good points too, and Eli has some good points. Like we stated before, it's any possible. Chelsea Green is warmer up. She's got Natalia, she's got Charlotte. Eventually maybe do it against the Eradicator. But yeah, as far as tag team partner, I would like to see the Bianca Belair. Ooh, that would be good because then Jade Cargill and Bianca would grow on me. Oh boy, not good. It would not be a good combination. But no, but with that being true, I mean, there is so much going on in wrestling today. And trying to think, what else is going on with AEW this week? I know we have the AEW International Edge's debut. What else are they trying to book?
Keep talking. I'll trigger it.
But yeah, this wrestling today is just going crazy. Like we said, we've had the NXT and the AEW battle. It's not necessarily for the battles or the views. This is basically, trying to keep your fans entertained. There's no doubt about that. I mean, obviously, wrestling wouldn't be entertainment.
Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus. Saraya versus Hikaru Shida. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Jericho. Yeah, Swerve Strickland versus Danielson, and Jay White versus Adam Hangman Page.
Who do you think's winning the Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White?
Jay White, I want to say, because he's been very protected since he signed. So I can see them going Jay White to make him at least. They're building him up as a competitor for MJF. So I guess you go with him to build him up because he'll probably have the Guns in his corner or someone. So He'll have all the weird people, the cereal guy, Juice Robinson, and all the and the cardboard guy.
Cereal guy, he's a caveman.
Yeah, the caveman and the card, and then the cardboard with them.
Oh gosh. But yeah, Eli, not Eli. I'm looking at the comments. Sorry. Hangman Adam Page definitely will probably put Jay over on this match. Let's see. You said Luchasaurus. We obviously know who's going to win the Luchasaurus match. Christian will be part of that. Soraya versus Akua Shida, AEW Women's Championship. Do you think Shida gets it back or Soraya retains?
I think Shida, Saraya retains. They're going to set up more of a Tony Saraya. Maybe Tony gets a. I've heard rumors of Tony getting another faction of her weird girl faction.
Tony, who's going to join that?
Who knows? Maria May, the girl that they signed from New Japan.
I just love how Outcast didn't really last very long, did it?
No, not really, because Tony got too much shit for making it too much like NWO with the spray paint and all that crap. So yeah,
you know it's going to happen because considering, it was something that happened in WWE.
Justin, Shida should win the title back. Probably won't happen. Yeah, I can see this finally being Britt Baker finally costing Shida, which would make sense. Have that feud's been building. Finally pull the trigger on that feud.
Uh-oh.
Sup, John Cena fan. How are you doing today, man? Are you so happy your boy got the win? His bald spot's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, well, he's rocking that good old bald spot.
So yeah, anything else? Good, y'all. Any questions for us, guys?
Any random questions you guys want to know? Before we jump into our next topic, ask us questions. Number one, John Cena, you have a question for us? Justin, Eli, whoever. Outcast just generally had no set direction, just like the feud they were involved.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much when after Jamie Hayter got hurt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Do you like John Cena? Yes. Yes, I love John Cena. That was a great question.
Yes, I do love John Cena too, considering oh gosh. Here you go, Dango. I'll answer it too. Who's your favorite wrestler? Give him WWE and give him some AEW.
Cross, and my other one would be Cody. Cross, Cody, Seth, and AEW would be Adam Cole. This one's gonna scare Kayla, MJF.
I couldn't tell what was coming.
And my other one would be actually I'm gonna go with Orange Cassidy. Who's yours?
Well, WWE. I'm gonna do a little mixture, give you an idea. Obviously, Karrion Kross, Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Natalya, Charlotte Flair, Bayley. Then you jump over to AEW. What? Wait, not that one.
Who's your sports commentator? I like Jim Nance. Jim Nance and Tony Romo are really good, Nick.
But no, back to my favorite wrestlers before I go to my commentators. I would have to say, obviously AEW would be Chris Statlander, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends, John Moxley, Darby Allin. Give you a few over there. Sports commentator? Are you referring to football or just in general? Where's my autograph, number one John Cena fan? That's funny. Justin, should Roman drop the first title if he possibly has a match with Rock at WrestleMania?
I think he'll be back to back. I think either he'll do double duty or something like that. In general, homie.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go old school. I don't know. Okay, well, not actually old school. I mean, out of all the commentaries, I mean, you've had, greats like Michael Cole on commentary. You've had Michael Cole and Jim Ross, Michael Cole and, Jerry the King Lawler. But if I honestly had to fix a particular commentator that I've loved and grew to love and wish he would come back, but he's currently doing college football right now, is I actually really loved Pat McAfee and Michael Cole on commentary. I don't know what it is. Cole, getting excited about different things, the reaction in his when Liv Morgan won the Money in the Bank and cashed in the same night and won. Just Pat McAfee brought out the best in Michael Cole, and that commentary just brought you to life. And then the fact, now we got Corey Graves over there that gets upset when Pat McAfee returns every time, but Michael Cole gets excited about it. So, but then I like Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, over on commentary. John Moxley at WrestleDream and stuff doing commentary for his matches were great. Nick says he is agreeing with Pat what I just said, but really particularly don't have any great. I mean, there's anybody commentary. I mean, we all could probably do some commentary if we wanted to. But I mean, what was your favorite match at Fastlane?
The Falls Count Anywhere match. I thought that was really good.
Falls Count Anywhere match. Huh?
So yeah, the Falls Count Anywhere match between Shinsuke and Seth
Last Man
Rollins.
Standing.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah.
My favorite match. Geez. I'd probably say obviously the females. And then oh man, I mean, obviously Seth and Roman. Geez, Seth and Shinsuke was good. So what's one match you would show someone just to get them into wrestling? Oh, Dango, what would be your one match? I gotta look mine up real quick. Just
Ooh, I'd do the Edge versus Dudley's versus the Hardys at the TLC match.
Ooh, let's see.
Or storyline wise, I do maybe Seth versus Brock versus Roman versus Seth the Money in the Bank cash in.
Okay. Where is that?
Another one you could do is Cody versus Seth in Hell in the Cell to try to scare them, to show them wrestling is real.
Right. Oh, I don't know why I had trouble looking that one up.
Bailey versus Sasha.
That's what I was getting ready to say at NXT Takeover.
Yep.
Iron Woman match was awesome. Also, I don't remember.
My go-to is always Rock versus Hogan, WrestleMania 18. Oh, that's a very good one.
Also another one, I cannot think what WrestleMania it was. Shoot, it's gonna bug me now because I can't find it. But it was Asuka versus Charlotte Flair for the title versus streak. Obviously, Asuka tapped out Charlotte, to win the titles. Wait, Asuka streak got broken because she tapped out to the figure 8. So I've always liked that match. Like you said, Dango, the Bailey and Sasha is great. I mean, there's so many. That's as far as WWE. You have any AEW matches you would show anybody?
I'd probably do either the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks in that in the Steel Cage or Hell in the Cell, whatever one it was. I forgot which one it was. John Cena fan would go with why would be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar? Anything goes. Okay.
And thank you, Justin. I could not remember. I couldn't find it. Thank you. Yes, it was WrestleMania 34. I can't remember if it was 35 or 34. But yeah, Justin's our original wrestling guy over here.
Encyclopedia.
Right. In
2012. Okay. Oh, okay. The one where Brock just came back. Cena fan. Yeah, probably. That'd be my guess. Okay, continue, Kayla.
Do what? Anyway, we don't hardly ever talk about Impact. It's always WWE, AEW, all sorts of stuff. For the ones that know me, I'm a huge Rascal fan. I support Zachary Wentz. I support Wes Lee, Myron Reed, who's now part of Impact, I believe. We got Trey Miguel over there. And anybody knows they're Rascals for a reason. And the Rascals are always doing crazy things. They're spray painting R's all over the stuff. Every title that they've, gained, they've sprayed green paint on them. Rascals. They use spray paint to win matches. They're just crazy rascal and, what they love best. Well, something hit out this week. I saw the clip that they were backstage. Trey and Zach was holding the Impact tag titles, and they had spray paint. And Trey's like, hey, are you ready to, do it? So next thing you know, they took the green spray paint and they sprayed an R on the tag titles. And they said, we've been waiting for that. And sure enough, I don't know if he's going by Santino Marella in Impact, but obviously that's who came up. And he's like, what are you doing? Those are Impact property. So the fact that Santino Marella was freaking out because they spray painted the titles. Every title that they touched, they always spray paint it. I think when Trey was the Impact, he sprayed it with an X or an R. So, I like that the fact the Rascals are back. I'm enjoying that. Now that Myron Reed is getting ready to make his debut, I don't know if he's going to come to Impact for sure. But he's supposed to be upcoming at Bound for Glory, and he's teaming with Zach and Trey, which is going to make it even more interesting what's happening. And then recent weeks, we've also have seen the likes of Wes Lee supposedly walking out. What's next for Wes? Is this his way of building him up for the main roster? Or is this the way of maybe taking him back to Impact? Is he done with WWE? I don't know.
I'm not sure about his contract.
Right. And I don't know what the contract is, but the fact we got 3/4 of the Rascals in Impact, they're rampaging. He got angry Santino Marella coming after him, yelling at them for putting the R on the titles. That the fact anybody that don't understand who they are, if you don't remember, Zachary Wentz was MSK with Wes in NXT. That's where obviously I discovered the whole Rascals and just basically fell in love with all of them in wrestling. They kill it on the indies. They kill it everywhere they go. They collect titles. And just doing so much history and trying to, figure out favorite wrestlers. Another thing, I'll give you a little something funny. For those, Justin says, love that the Rascals are still printing the titles that they win. Yes, and that's what I believe it's their trademark. They're eventually going to have a Rascals title belt out there, and I think that's what's going to be funny. Little funny fact, like when you do research on things that you see. Dango, this is a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you know Orange Cassidy used to wrestle with a name called Fire Ant?
Yes.
And did you know
his tag team partner was Drew Gulak,
which was Soldier Ant? Yep. And I in this called the Ant Colony, and I just thought that was hilarious. And I don't know what his name was, but I think Chuck Taylor was part of it too. But just anybody, if you want to just learn history, find the history. You'll never know what you may learn. An old website I used to write for, I used to sign people wrestlers. Go look for your history. Go find, dig up and find, what you can find about them. There's so many things you can find out. Looking forward to where Sami Callihan ends up now that he's not at Impact. Justin, where do you think he's going to end up at? Dango, where do you think he's going to end up at?
Who?
Sami Callihan, where do you think he's going to end up at?
He's going to end up resigning or going to AEW.
You don't see him in WWE?
No. He's too big of a hardcore to go there.
Yeah, they would have to really tone him down.
Yeah, so
if he went to WWE. Yeah, he'd probably go AEW, probably resign Impact. Heck, it wouldn't even surprise me if he wouldn't try to, go to New Japan or maybe recirculate the different things. Also, I'd love to see him go back at it with John Moxley on AEW, so he needs to go AEW.
Mm-hmm. That'd be fun.
Did you see Edge and A? Yes, we did. We witnessed that at the watch along on WrestleDream. If you have not seen that, number one John Cena fan, you need to watch that. Our reactions were crazy. With that, we were so delayed behind each other, so you just just currently see and raise our hands, which was hilarious. But any more questions for us, chat? Come on, I like this. But yeah, everything. There's just so much going in wrestling right now. Let's see. Obviously, she's just beating about everybody on the roster. Statlander, I don't know who's going to be next for her. Like people say, it could be Thunder Rosa. It could be, just different people that she hasn't beaten yet. But like I said, right now we got so much history, so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, my brain's about to explode because we're getting so many different variety of things going on. And anything else you want to add, Dango? Is there?
No, not really.
I
guess this is it. So this has been Kayla. Kayla, where can the people find you?
They can find me at the Rider Chaos on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on the AEW Watch Along and Review shows on Wednesdays. You can also find me Friday on the SmackDown Watch Alongs. You can also find me at the QT Bow Down Queens Takeover podcast on Instagram. And you can find me here on Outrage Control on Sundays. And you can also find my work at thefanent.com. So if you haven't liked and subscribed to the network, make sure you do so.
Hello, I'm Dirty Dango. You can find me at SwaggerBomb92 or at the Bump Boys. Or you can also find me in the AEW Watch Along or Review Show on Wednesdays, the Friday Night SmackDown Watch Along on Fridays, and you can also find me here on Outrage Control. So this has been Dirty Dango and Kayla.
Peace.
Peace.